Alright, bunch of magic time. Mono white Pan-harmonicon in modern. And this hand is pretty alright-ish. Oh boy. That's a Street Wraith. So Living End, Death Shadow. Can we grind with Death Shadow? We will see. If we can make the game go long, I think it's possible. Takes a Blades Placer. Well, we get a Felidar Guardian. Pan-meria, pass the turn. So we got Blink value. Is this enough? Oh no. Inquisition can take Flicker Wisp. Blue to Delta, cracks it. Jeez. Lost enough life for the turn 2 Death Shadow, which means we need to draw a path right here, right now. It's a Blades Placer. I mean, Blades Placer's not bad if we're still alive in a few turns. Brutal opening for our opponent. Limited number of real answers to Death Shadow. I guess the upside is we might have a match that isn't an hour and a half long. We have played some of the longest, grindiest matches with this deck. Opponent gets in for 4, and down to 16. And passes. Oh, play the Plains. Play Blades Placer. And pass the turn. So if our Blades Placer lives, we can actually survive a long time just by blinking Blades Placer. Opponent attacks. We're just going to chump with our Golem. Hope that our Blades Placer lives. Inquisition is a whiff. Well, see if our opponent has a removal spell for Blades Placer. That's the real question. Opponent passes. Well, let's just Felidar Guardian. Removal? Yes or no? Removal? No. Sweet. Alright. Golem achieved. I guess I should have got in for 1 there, most likely. Fighting Death Shadow is so odd. But I mean, if they can't kill our Blades Placer, we probably win just by repeatedly blinking it and chumping for a long time. Serum Visions. So that's what they need, is an answer to Blades Placer. Both to the bottom. Street Wraith cycles down to 6. Bloodstained Mire. The other concern is we could just die to Double Strike from like a Teamer Battle Rage. Alright, opponent passes. That's good news. We draw Plains, play the Plains. And I think we just pass. Leave up our Restos. Opponent's also got to be careful not to just die. Yep, gets a tap land. Does not want to just die to Resto. Up to 8 power. Snapcaster. For Serum Visions. Okay. I don't know if this keeps our opponent alive. Bottom and top. Polluted Delta. Opponent passes. Well, let's Resto. Blink Blades Placer. Get more Golems. Whoo! Pan-harmonicon. So if we attack with everything, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing, really, because we get to untap our entire board with the power of Resto. So swing with the Crew. And our opponent scoops it up. We could have Restoed, blink Felidar Guardian, blink Resto, blink Blades Placer, and we essentially give our entire team Vigilance in the jankiest way imaginable. Well, this is the matchup that Condemn is in the deck for. So bringing that in. Otherwise, I mean, Story Circle, maybe? I don't even know if we want to change a whole lot. We can go down a Knight and a Pilgrim's Eye. I think we just try it like that. I think we just want to grind with our opponent. Alright. This is similar to last hand. With a path, if it doesn't get hit by discard, to deal with the Death Shadow. So we'll try this. Scalding Tarn. No turn 1 discard. That's a good sign. Ooh, and the Condemn. Oh, the ultimate tech for beating Death Shadow. Opponent cracks it. Gets a Watery Grave. Scalding Tarn. Well, Plains, go. What is in our opponent's hand? This is very odd. Cracks the Scalding Tarn. Blood Crypt, tapped. Another Scalding Tarn. Opponent cracks it. Alright, they must have drawn a Death Shadow. Liliana, the last hope. Actually obnoxious here. That actually kills a high percentage of our creatures, in our hand at least. Well, Plains, and we're just going to Blades Placer. Blades Placer is going to die to Liliana, but we get a Golem to start attacking Liliana. And we do need to get this off the battlefield. Steam Vents. Tapped. What is with all these 3-mana plays? Alright, Tasigur, that's fine. So play the Plains. Path the Tasigur. Attack Liliana. And I think we gotta play Lone Missionary. If we don't play Lone Missionary, our opponent can plus Liliana on the Golem, and then we can't kill Liliana. Opponent kills it. This gives us the best chance, if our opponent doesn't have something, of getting Liliana off the table and opening up the rest of our hand. Seems like a good Sun Titan matchup at this point, considering the game has went long. Opponent has not drawn any discard somehow, which is kind of crazy. Is it Death Shadow time? Steam Vents, untap, down to 12. Means a Death Shadow can come out. Yup. Opponent passes. Whew! Whew, good lordy. Well, I think we just Flicker Wisp. Flicker Death Shadow. And then try to kill Liliana here. Hope our opponent doesn't have a Bolt or a Fatal Push or something. Aye. Alright. Ye old 2-for-1. Well, now our hope is to get down our Sun Titan and win that way. Hopefully our opponent attacks before drawing a discard spell. Thought Scours. Mills, Thoughtseize, Bloodstain, Mire. Fetch land. I think we will just condemn this turn. So if we draw land, we can Sun Titan and not worry about Death Shadow. Opponent cracks. They could have a counter. Only 2 cards in hand, though. This also means Death Shadow doesn't get back with Liliana. Condemn. Alright, opponent's back to 13. Off the table. Yeah, just play a Death Shadow. You know you wanna. What's our opponent have? Is this another Tasigur, maybe? Gurmag Angler. Alright, come on. Land for Sun Titan. Takes up. Well, there's the land. Alright. It is time to slam this Sun Titan. Sun Titan, get back, Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp, Flicker Sun Titan. Get back our Sun Titan. Sun Titan, get back Blade Splicer. That was a pretty good rebuilding of our board. Sun Titan's very good at that. Undoes a lot of Liliana activations with just 1 card. Opponent's in the tank over how to navigate this turn. Takes up on Sun Titan. Okay. They have Dismember, maybe? Oh, they just want me to keep from attacking with Sun Titan. I see. Well, attack Liliana, attack Liliana, attack Liliana. Snapcaster for Kolaghan's command. I'm assuming it's kill, kill? I guess they could make us discard if they wanted to. Yep, kill, kill. That's fine. Then they get to block our Blade Splicer. Good news is, as long as they don't have another removal spell, we just Felidar Guardian, rebuild everything. Blink our Sun Titan. Sun Titan gets back a Flicker Wisp, Flicker Wisp, Flicker Guardian. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Flicker Guardian. Guardian the Flicker Wisp, Flicker Sun Titan. Guardian the Flicker Wisp. This way our opponent can't plus their Liliana on our Sun Titan this turn, which means we might get to attack. It gives us less blockers for this turn, but I don't think that really matters. Not especially worried about just dying here from 24. Inquisition. Can't get a Felidar Guardian. This also means, since the Sun Titan's coming back on our opponent's end step, we get to get back our Flicker Wisp if our opponent kills it. Alright, last card is Thoughtseize. Because we do have to get rid of this Liliana. That is an actual concern for our deck. Yeah, I actually really like this line for protecting everything from Liliana. Yep, kills our Flicker Wisp, that's fine. See if our opponent tries attacking. No attacks. So we get back Sun Titan, get back Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp, flicker our Felidar Guardian. We draw a Plains, not very helpful. So let's hit Liliana. I think we just keep doing the same thing here. Hit Liliana until we draw something. Get back Felidar Guardian, flicker the Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp on Sun Titan. Pass the turn. This gives us our best chance of getting through this Liliana. Just keep going with this loop for the time being. And then once we get this Liliana down, then we can just kind of go wide with our Blade Splicers and stuff. This just kills everything. Not literally everything, but a lot of things. Takes down Liliana. Alright, opponent gets a Tasigur. I guess that's not bad. At least they hit a creature from their perspective. Their graveyard isn't great. Thought Scour is the only card they probably don't mind drawing. Discard is essentially dead here, so I'm sure they're going to exile the discard. Yep, cracks it. Well, we know our opponent's hand, and it is empty once this Tasigur comes down. So I feel like we're actually in good shape. We're going to get through this Liliana. We still have our value going. Opponent leaves the Thought Scour, as expected. Going to activate the Tasigur. We'll just give him Grimag Angler. Not really worried about that right now. Opponent. Gonna go aggro, or not. Alright, Sun Titan comes back. We get back the Blade Splicer now, I think. Draw a Felidar Guardian. Not bad. So we get in with our Flicker Wisp to kill Liliana. So finally got through Liliana. Do we start Ghost Quartering? How many lands does our opponent have? I would think not that many. Well, let's just do the same thing. Flicker Wisp, Blink, Flicker Sun Titan. We'll play the Plains, pass the turn. Get back Sun Titan, get back Lone Missionary. Up to 28. Activates Tasigur, gets a Thought Scour. Probably the least good of the cards in their graveyard. Thought Scours. That's not bad. We can keep giving them back Street Wraith. Serum Visions. And here comes the Angler. Hopefully we can just kill our opponent in the air. Opponent's trying to decide what they exile here. And there's the Angler. Opponent passes. Well, we'll run our Panharmonicon out there. Get in with Flicker Wisp. Opponent's down to 7, pass the turn. Now things are really nice if we draw any of our Enter the Battlefield stuff. Unfortunately, we've already used a lot of Felidar Guardians and Flicker Wisps. We'll give our opponent back Street Wraith. If they want to cycle down to 5, that's fine. Another Serum Visions. So they keep drawing Serum Visions somehow. Opponent passes. We draw Pilgrim's Eye. Well, that's fine. Gets us a couple more lands out of our deck. Improves our draws over the long game. And we have a land drop to make this turn. So get a Plains, play a Plains. Go to combat. Get in with Flicker Wisps. If we push with everything, block, 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 block. So block, 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 block. We're not gonna try it. I think we're a damage short, and we're definitely a damage short if our opponent has a removal spell. Next turn we might be able to, though. And we'll pass. I don't think we just want to blindly Ghost Quarter here, especially since with a Panharmonicon out, there's chance we draw a Wall of Omens or something and actually want extra mana. Activates Tasigur. Fatal Push, Thought Scour, Liliana. We'll just go Thought Scour. Oh, opponent found a Liliana. Alright, that gets rid of our Flicker Wisp. However, I think this might lose our opponent the game rather than win it. We get a Ghost Quarter. Alright, I think we get Infinite Armageddons here. So, oh no, it comes in end of turn. Yeah, that's fine. So, play Ghost Quarter. Go attacking at our opponent. Sun Titan, get back our Flicker Wisp. Flicker Sun Titan. Flicker doesn't really matter. I guess the Felidar Guardian we need. Hit our opponent for 1. Now we Ghost Quarter our opponent. We got it! We got the Armageddon lock. The Ghost Quarter Strip Mine lock. Ghost Quarter our opponent. Opponent's out of basics. So we get back Sun Titan, which gets back 2 Ghost Quarters. Now we Ghost Quarter our opponent. Ghost Quarter our opponent. Oh man, we did it! It actually worked. Now we got the Blink Felidar Guardian, Blink Sun Titan. Sun Titan, gonna get back 2 Ghost Quarters. Oh, take that, Death Shadow. I'm surprised our opponent's not scooping yet. Kill a land. Kill a land. Felidar Guardian. Blinks the other Felidar Guardian. Guess what? We'll blink a Felidar Guardian and a Sun Titan. Opponent said LOL GG. We gave him the GG, so I think we got there. Oh man. Ghost Quarter Armageddon. Our opponent scoops it up. Mono White Panharmonicon. Whoa! That was the money shot. That's what we were trying to do the whole time. Whoo, sweet. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, take a minute and click that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you'll find the next video in the playlist right here.